But yes, talking about Gravy, a Palutena main, a Samus co-main, very interesting. Like I said, hasn't actually competed in a tournament in over 3 years, but managed to upset quite a few players on his way into winners top 8 right now.
Yeah, Gravy making a first time appearance in a while. I used to play Gravy like every week when I used to go to the Ultimate tournaments here like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been able to actually have a tournament here at Georgia Tech. And Gravy, funny enough, he told me all the tournaments here that he was seeded to get top 8 at, he never got top 8. He was seeded to go, I think, 0-2 because it had been so long. And now he managed to get top 8, upsetting Sakana along the way here, who is a previously ranked player in Georgia.
Yeah, typically when people don't show up to tournaments for some time, they come back. The game's very different. People grinded, over quarantine. The skill level has definitely gone up over the years, and Gravy's definitely kept up and proved it. So
and that's the crazy part, is that he was not grinding over quarantine. Yeah. In fact, shout out to Gravy, helping me run the bracket a lot for most of yesterday.
A double threat.
He did not even get to warm up for his first game. And manages to just streak his way straight into top 8, multiple upsets. Wow. Super impressive performance. However, Moxi is obviously no slouch, either first or second seed in this bracket. This is not going to be an easy game for Gravy whatsoever.
Nah, Moxi is international talent, for those of you who don't know. Originally from Washington, moved here this past year. She's here to prove something here at Georgia Tech.
And quickly shot her way up into the PR in Georgia as well, which is not easy to do. Our PR players here are absolutely no joke. Moxi very much proving that she has what it takes to cut it with the best of the best, obviously being that international talent.
Yeah. I love college tournaments like this because it overlaps, the local college scene, along with just the larger scene of the community as a whole in Georgia. Georgia has a very strong Smash Ultimate scene.
I have to heavily agree in this scenario. Honestly, there is a lot of overlap between the Georgia Tech players and the players we have in this state already, but we've seen some dark horses such as GalaxyNova, who is top 8 in this tournament on Kirby, no less. And so,
GalaxyNova.
GalaxyNova, yes.
Yeah, in bracket, it's like Will something.
I did not have time to change him in the bracket.
Oh, okay,
that is my fault. His tag is actually GalaxyNova, managing to make top 8 with, in my opinion,
with
who
Kirby.
Is a bottom 3 character. In my opinion, Kirby is one of 3 of the only characters who I don't think are viable in this game.
Hey, raise your hand if you're a Kirby main. Woo! Any Kirby mains in the building?
Put your hand down, Dennis.
Kirby is not bottom 3.
You two are not Kirby mains. Kirby mains in the house, yes. Kirby this man is making top 8. He's trying to make me eat my words and saying Kirby is not viable, winning 6 straight sets in losers bracket after losing to Teaser round 2. This is a Cinderella run in the making.
Oh yeah. We'll have to see how it plays out after these winner sets first. I think, I wish I had a monitor. Both players setting up. Let's just let Alright, looks like we're about to get ready. Character select underway.
Alright, so Alting 1 versus Shun in 3-1. We are now having Moxi versus our own GT Gravy.
We're rocking that jersey, that GT Esports jersey.
Yes, that is an old jersey, by the way.
Throwback.
That is a very old GT Esports
Game 1 underway.
Jersey.
Are not JD.
Right, so we're seeing the Palutena come out in this game 1 already. Note, Gravy also does have a Samus, but one of the few matchups that Samus gets absolutely clapped in at top level definitely is the Wolf. We're probably not going to see that throughout the rest of this set.
Yeah. It's just funny to see how Gravy comes from a time before DLC. This is a pretty standard 2019-2020 matchup.
You know what they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And well, oh my god.
Wow.
The 1 frame forward smash, actually, on the neutral getter. That is extremely hard to hit. A super early lead coming in from Moxi here.
Yeah. Now she's down to play this lead. Look at this dash dancing in place, just waiting for Gravy to come in.
Wolf's dash dance is actually so scary, especially in matchups like this, as Wolf is very proficient at covering players' landings. Palutena actually doesn't have the strongest grounded options, so she relies on her aerials much more, and Wolf is an extremely good character at covering landing aerials.
Moxi is such a movement-based player. You can see how it's just less buttons and more just running around, jumping in place, just getting a feel for what the opponent's doing.
And she plays a character who is very much fitting for that playstyle as well. Wolf being very fluid, extremely high air speed, fluid ground speed as well, good auto cancel aerials and ground buttons. Very much a character who fits the running around playstyle.
Something to point out here, Moxi recently getting an upset on a top Palutena player named Chag from Mexico at Genesis. So Moxi knows what she's doing against Palutena, so Gravy's going to have to do something different if he wants to win the set.
Absolutely, that's a very good note. Chag is one of, if not the best Palutena player in the world. Right. Moxi actually taking it over them at a recent tournament. And so Gravy's going to have to play Palutena in a very different way in order to actually take it over Moxi. We're seeing a over 2-stock lead right now. Yeah. Moxi's showing why she is absolutely one of the best in the world and absolutely one of the best versus Palutena.
And oh my goodness, for this whole game, it seems like Gravy has been just caught. Now he has center stage now, but Moxi steals it right back and the perfectly placed back air.
That was actually a beautiful small micro interaction coming in from Moxi. In a lot of those scenarios previously, we saw her holding in more. Notice how she actually holds back to bait out the bear coming in from Gravy on Palutena, which has invincibility, to then respond with her own bear with Wolf. This is the type of interactions you only really see at a very high level of play, where you see adaptations and conditioning coming in like at a very small micro interactions, but that's how you win these games, these close sets.
Yeah, Moxi, that whole game was just so in control, really being up in Gravy's face. Palutena not very good at a shield and not the greatest at boxing, so Moxi, by just keeping that tight distance, makes it really hard for Gravy. We'll have to see on the second game what Gravy can do different.
No, one of Palutena's only very good grounded options is actually the dash attack, which also has invincibility on it, but not much range. We might see Gravy start to use that more as we go into this game too, because it's clear that Moxi has an absolutely commanding presence over this ground space that Gravy has not been able to take over whatsoever.
Yeah. Safe distance to cross up. Moxi is kind of all over Gravy. Here's a back throw. What can he get out of it? Okay. And very good parry. He's held center for some time now.
Gravy once again in this corner, which we talked about Palutena's boxing options, trying to find a way to poke his way back in, but Wolf is just so ready to dash in and react to whatever option that Gravy used with Palutena in the corner.
Wow. Firing back with the back air. Edge, good tech.
But the option coverage from Moxi is absolutely so good. Managed to get the tech and the jump back onto stage. Wolf's forward tilt being a rather large and disjointed move is able to cover that aerial option coming in from Palutena once again.
Now, Gravy's trying to play a more far back game, and Moxi's just capitalizing that by using more lasers, forcing Gravy to approach. And first stock taken by Moxi, but this time the gap is not as big. In the first game, it was a pretty quick first stock, but Gravy
you're so right. In that first game, it was a forward smash, one frame, neutral get up at ledge, killing super early. This could be a dangerous scenario. Palutena actually fairly dangerous at ledge, missing that what was definitely a turnaround grab on the serving. Managing to get the back there, we see Moxi trying to once again do what's strong with Wolf and cover those aerial options. We're seeing some very good adaptation coming in from Gravy here. This is a much better game already, although he's behind in that first game.
A lot of back throws, but no kill yet. Goes high, catches Gravy off guard.
Moxi choosing to actually ignore the tried and true tri-state twister at the ledge. You might have seen that neutral get a back throw scenario.
What's the tri-twist? Oh, the nair?
The roll to ledge back throw with Palutena.
Oh, yeah.
You see a lot of Palutenas do this a lot, where they catch you neutral getting up and then back throw you at ledge, which Moxi is at this back throw percent.
There's the bear.
Managing to cover the air dodge, though, with the back air. A much better deficit in comparison, although bad, to that first game.
Yeah. We're gonna get up. There's an air. What can we see here? Spot dodge. Moxi knows her percents.
Not the strong hit. Gravy hanging on barely by a thread here.
Oh, that wasn't techable because it went the other way. And just in the perfect position for back throw.
Wait a minute. Okay, we see the reverse tri-state twister coming in from Moxi instead, rolling to the ledge, catching neutral get up with the grab.
Yeah, everyone's got a back throw in this game. Well, Nair hits. Maybe get some percent.
Moxie's just so absolutely slippery. Watch how she bobs and weaves between the ground and the air, making it so hard for Palutena to actually pin her down.
Yeah, Gravy throws Moxi off stage, but isn't able to get much besides percent. I'll have to see some big edge guards or ledge traps here.
Moxi very much taking a command over this lead right now and just running away with it and choosing once again, as you said, to not push very many buttons, to let the movement do the talking and to react to a lot of the options that Palutena has. We see a little bit of the nerf coming in there as well. Note that in the last patch of Ultimate, Palutena's grab actually got nerfed. That pivot grab and that standing grab not having nearly as big. What a call out. So you're not going to hit me with that again.
Yeah, ready for the
Managing
high
to
side
get the
B.
counter would have died for that if it was missed.
Oh, there's the up tilt though. Anti-air. Wow, Moxi's staying so grounded against Palutena.
All right, so Moxi does indeed take this game. However, we're definitely seeing some adaptation coming in from Gravy's side.
Yeah,
it was not nearly as much of a wipe as the first game was.
Game 1 was a 3 stock, but that one was last stock. Quite the adjustment made there. Same stage. Yeah, definitely doable if Gravy keeps up this pace.
You see, it's funny. I've known Gravy for a long time. He was in my graduating class. He discounts himself a lot, but a very smart player. You can't get the better of him for too long, and that's why we're seeing such quick adaptation coming in from him, even after going up against some clearly world-class talent in the form of Moxi.
Yeah, is Gravy still a student?
No, Gravy graduated with me as of last semester. Congratulations to Gravy.
Just repping the school though, the alumni, the alma mater. You love to see it. Okay. Oh, the tech chase. Moxi's so clean with it. Wow, the bait.
Baiting in dashes from Wolf is so difficult because his dash is so fluid.
Look at these tech chases.
What was that tech chase? Absolutely outrageous. Mox's reaction are absolutely on point right now. We saw what I was talking about last game. Gravy trying to force his way in with that dash attack. I'm expecting Moxi to slowly adapt to those options as we go on in this set, which may not go on for much longer.
And you were holding on for that.
Caught locking at the ledge.
Yeah.
A little too long.
You can't hold it forever. Here's a grab though. Oh, I know. Off for ledge. What can you get out of this? Great reaction.
Gravy is very much choosing to get his percent in where he can in these interactions, choosing the safer options that are more guaranteed so that this lead doesn't quite get away from him. Choosing to trust his neutral in this scenario so that he can actually bring this back with a smaller interaction. But I don't know if Moxie's going to let that happen.
Yeah, Gravy is trying to definitely playing a lot more careful from what I'm seeing. There's a parry. A lot more evasive.
We're seeing less buttons, more dash backs, trying to bait out some of the few options that Wolf has that are actually punishable on the ground. The absolutely disgusting cross-up. Note for a lot of people who may not know, a lot of characters in this game very much struggle punishing cross-ups on shield. Palutena not having a good out-of-shield option is one of those characters that struggles to punish cross-ups on shield.
Yeah, Gravy's picking it up. A lot of dash attacks to catch air dodges, drifts. It's a very good move.
It is a very good move. We talked about in the second game, hoping to see more of that dash attack on the ground. Choosing to actually double jump up there. That's the first time that Moxi has done that in that interaction. So catching Gravy in a very unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, careful how you land, Gravy. Moxi is calling you out there. They can definitely hear us.
We're a full stock lead coming in from Moxi. Gravy is going to have to pull something out of his bag of tricks here to actually take this game and try to mark a reverse 3-0 comeback.
Other way, I'm not sure what the input was.
Unfortunate, the ledge scenario is so dangerous versus Moxi's Wolf. We have seen what she does at the ledge.
Gravy looks a little scared. A lot of shields, a lot of spot dodge. Moxi just putting on the pressure like crazy right now.
Wolf's back air basically being a mid-air smash attack, which is horrifying to have to deal with at ledge. Also safe on shield, especially Palutena's shield. Moxi playing so safe and now putting Gravy in the corner, but very intelligently actually coming back with the up air
a lot of F
at the ledge.
I wonder if they're intentional. I see that Gravy's playing on default controls, which means Smash Stick might be a factor there.
He has played that way since I've known him.
I see.
Default controls is just what he plays.
Oh, look at that ledge flip.
I don't know how he does it.
The coverage from Moxie is insane right now. Where can he go?
We're playing a game with the floor is lava right now.
I know.
With Gravy, unable to leave the platform whatsoever. Just stuck there as we see Wolf being the shark in the water, just perusing the ground. So hard to actually land versus Moxie and this Wolf right now.
Moxie holds shield. Good discipline.
Actually poking shield in that interaction.
Whoa!
Oh my god. She held down.
Yeah.
Alright, we are seeing a 3-0. Moxie taking it 3-0 over Gravy. Give it up for Moxie. Give it up for Gravy for some good adaptation as well. He is now being sent into the loser's bracket. Excel, if you could go ahead and update that for me in the bracket as well.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely making it a lot closer.
All right, we're going to go to a 5-minute intermission to go ahead and fix our audio situation right now.